born wicked, or do they have wickedness thrust upon them?
Had a new intro, new vibe there, ready to go. I really kind of needed that. Really needed something wicked, and I was looking for any type of instrumental or something, but found that remix for "No One Warns the Wicked," and so it's like, oh, I gotta use that. And I saw there was no copyright. It's managed to circumvent the use of the movie soundtrack, so that was a good surprise. But yeah, we are here again. I have Jesker here with me, and Jesker, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, it's welcome. Greetings, travelers, Wiz Kids, and Word Players. It is Wednesday, which means it is Wow Wednesday once again. I am Wizard of Wordplay, the Wow of Wow Wednesday, and I am joined, as I am always, by he is as smooth as Tennessee whiskey and sweet as strawberry wine. It's Jesker James.
I'm fucking tired.
Man.
I'm here mentally and spiritually, but part of me is already in bed.
He's astral projecting right now to be here tonight, as his body is asleep, as his spirit joins the podcast.
My heart is with my bed right now.
How'd you like the No One Mourns the Wicked remix?
Excellent, man. Absolutely fucking excellent.
Swan says astral projecting.
Oh, love you too, Swan. Love you too.
But let's say Hello. Of course, we say hello to the Swan always. And Victor the Lore Seeker is here. Let us know how the audio is doing, if it's choppy at all. Swan welcoming the Wordplayers and her doves. Moo Moo Buckaroo. And Katie did. Telling everyone to don't forget to hit the like button. So, yes, of course, we are back here once again. And something I will have to, I guess I'll talk about in my week, but soon enough, we might have to skip a WoW Wednesday, which will be annoying, but we'll get to that. But Jesker, you have had a doozy of a day, my friend, but a doozy of a week.
Oh, man, I had to take a sectional of a fucking attic. I had to take a 250-pound sofa and love seat a piece up some stairs. I smashed my toe on a sofa. Among other things, I am exhausted. But I am here, and I am ready to talk about whatever the fuck you want to talk about.
I should normally. I'm sorry, Moo Moo. There's normally a Ko-fi bot that pops up, so I just want to highlight here a big thank you to Moo Moo Buckaroo for the $35 tip. That is. Let's see if we can. I don't really play clips, but we can do this.
Money, 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 money.
Yeah,
money.
we gotta. I don't have a. We don't have like for tips and stuff, because I mean other people do that. We gotta figure out our own thing once we're monetized. He asked what happened to Thursday. So Thursday I was gonna do one, and I was like, well, I'm not sure yet. But the Thursdays are a bit they're a bit shaky, because then like these guys are doing on Cynic's channel, they're doing streams on Thursdays now, and I could still do a Thursday with that, but it's it'd be like, well, want to have people around. That ain't cheap, this one. But I think there is a day this month that I have to do a Thursday on, and it's a little shaky, but it has to happen, and that is on Christmas Day. We will gather once again for the holiest of days and do our Yule celebration, where I will do a Thursday holiday show once again, which was that's like the 1 year anniversary of Thursday, because it was on Christmas Eve. I'm pretty sure it was Christmas Eve when we did a Thursday show, the very first one.
Have yourself a Nordic little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay.
I mean, like that's really what that part's about. We got to make the Yuletide gay.
Got to make it super gay.
We got to have ourselves a gay Yuletide, and also it's the day to celebrate the birthday of the Sky God Thor's Days podcast. It's the 1 year.
I'm telling Pope Leo, you're in trouble.
Cynic's not here to hear that, but when he does, he's gonna be like all uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable.
Well, you're never comfortable.
Boy, isn't that the fucking truth?
So you, Jesker, you did do some, obviously, your Kingdom Hearts game stream still. You're chipping away at those.
That's right. We're going to Hollow Bastion tomorrow, baby, at 8 p.m.
You're in the end game now.
I am at the end game. We're going to do the end game. We're at part 5 right now. Just finished part 5. Part 6 tomorrow. Hollow Bastion. Part 7, we're doing the end of the world. And then should be about 3 episodes of post-game stuff. So
you get an Ultima weapon?
Oh, yeah. We're going to do all the Coliseum stuff. We're going to get you Ultima weapons. We're going to fight you Unknowns. We're going to fight you Sephiroth. Yeah, we do
got the clock tower guy. Got that
what?
guy. The clock tower boss.
Oh, Phantom? Yeah. We're going to fuck Phantom up.
Yeah,
And then Kurt
he-
Ziza, who, by the way,
yeah, named after a fan. What a contest.
yeah, there was a contest. It's a name of an actual dude. I do wonder, is that guy still alive?
Oh, for sure. He's probably not a fan of Kingdom Hearts no more, but
He might be.
I think he was a kid. Let me look it up. How do you know how to spell the last name off the top of your head?
Zisa.
Okay, yeah, Kurt. It's funny you look it up and you get the boss, of course, obviously, but what does Kurt Ziza even mean? Localized in America.
I think he lived in New York at the time, if I'm not mistaken.
It is funny though, just how Kurt Ziza sounds such like a good boss name when it shouldn't be.
See, I originally when I was a kid, I thought, oh, this is some kind of like Arabic name because you fight it in Agrabah, and I thought it was like something in Arabic, but nope, it's just Kurt, good old Kurt, good old reliable, friendly neighborhood Kurt.
There is a Twitter account, Kurt Ziza, but he hasn't tweeted in. I mean, he started reposting just last year.
So he lives?
But I don't know if this is the same dude on Facebook. Doesn't post a lot, but he appears to be a real person. Reviews a lot of genre books on Goodreads. Also says he's from Medford, exact same as the contest winner.
Okay, yeah, so he's alive. Good for him. Good for staying alive for all these years. Congratulations.
Ziza on Twitter, and maybe we can get Kurt Ziza on the show.
So,
hello,
Mr. Kurt Ziza, how did it feel to get your ass handed to you by Sora?
How does it feel to be the easiest secret boss in Kingdom Hearts 1?
Oh, damn. I mean, yeah, you're not lying. Think about it. Yeah. He probably is the easiest secret boss.
I mean, like the Phantom's a gimmick fight, but
yeah,
he can be stressful if you're not used to using the magic and flying.
right. And then Xemnas is Xemnas, and Sephiroth is probably the hardest. Yeah, Sephiroth is the hardest one in the game.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, in the first game, whew.
Yeah,
Sephiroth is crazy, bro. I mean, he's tough in the second game, but yeah, that boss in the second game is, it's nerfed compared to what he was in the first game.
Mumu Buckaroo says, not gonna lie, I haven't seen James Gunn's Superman or the Fantastic Four. The last comic movie I saw was Black Adam, and
Why
after
are you
watching that, I
here?
gave up on comic book movies.
Why are you here?
Don't kick him out.
I'm not kicking him out. I'm just questioning why he's here.
Don't gatekeep him.
I'm gonna gatekeep.
Hey, Snowman hasn't seen either of those movies either. We still let him here when he shows up.
We can change that.
He won't watch them. We've tried. Tried to force him at gunpoint. He won't watch them. He refuses.
Let's kick his ass out. That's what I say.
Kick him out of here. Get him out. Don't give him his jacket. Throw him out in the cold. He doesn't like shitty movies. Hey, Superman and Fantastic Four are good movies. The best of the year.
Movies.
When before the year's out, we'll do a year retrospective thing, and we'll go over our top 5 of the year. And we'll go over that. Was Hawkman any good? In Black Adam, I thought that he was. I thought that Hawkman was good. Dr. Fate, I loved. It was just the rest of that movie.
That's a good Dr. Fate in that movie. That is fantastic.
I think, you weren't here when we talked about it. I think it was Fabent was here when Pierce Brosnan said that he's open to returning, and he's heard that Dr. Fate's supposed to get his own show or something, and that then James Gunn had to go like, yeah, that's not true, and that Pierce was falling for like Twitter misinformation.
I mean, I'd be all for it, man, because
I love Hawkman, Dr. Fate. I watch it just for that. Yeah, literally like watched Black Adam as like this is for Hawkman and Dr. Fate. It's all right. Except that the idea of, well, I have to sacrifice myself to save Hawkman is so stupid. Spoilers, but doesn't matter. But it's like because Hawkman's whole thing is that he regenerates. It's so stupid, but no, so my week I'll start by saying that my internet company got bought out, and so they're switching to a new provider, and so which is good. I get a free signal boost. I go up from having 150 megabits per second to 500 at no additional cost.
That's a positive. That's
but
positive.
They're going to shut off the service on the 17th, which is a Wednesday, so no stream there, and they won't be around to replace it until a few days later. So I'm going to be internetless for a couple of days, which sucks.
That's not good. That's no bueno.
Wizard needs to take some speed prior to these shows. Again, people want to critique this. Critique Wizard Day. Apparently, it's getting this prey on Wizard Insecurity Day. But we forge ahead. We move on. Because I played a very, very good game this weekend. I played Marvel Cosmic Invasion. The newest arcade beat 'em up that just came out. And Snowman also played it as well a little bit, but he's not here to talk about. But man, that is a good ass game. That honestly, like, great game. Very, very retro, very 90s, but in an earnest love letter way. Like, Iron Man is in his classic 90s suit, and he also has lines talking about how, oh, my boss Tony Stark's gonna be mad, and it's like that's gonna confuse a whole lot of people with that.
Oh, definitely.
Because it's like, yeah, back then that was the idea, was that he had to keep it a secret. He worked for Tony Stark. So yeah, that was crazy.
Which is weird when you think about it, because in the MCU, everybody knows that Iron Man is Tony Stark.
Yeah. And that's just the thing moving forward now. Every other thing that depicts Iron Man from here on out will have everyone know that Tony Stark is Iron Man. And it's I feel that was a great change.
Oh, I agree.
Sleeping Psychopathy is here saying, hey. Hello. Wish they included this. So they do have the Centurion color scheme. The very first color scheme is the red and silver. You can choose for Iron Man. They don't have like alternate costumes, and that was the same thing with TMNT. They just do alternate colors, and with the colors, they do a lot with them to give you different stuff. But all in all, they're just palette swaps. They don't do alternate costumes.
Right.
So, what do we? Wasn't it revealed in the first movie, like right off the bat? What are you talking about? Oh, Iron Man being Iron Man being yeah. So it's like it's at the. I mean, technically, it's revealed to the world at the end of the movie. It's revealed to us, the audience, yes, at the very beginning. But yeah, so they had that. Nova is in the game, and he has a mullet, which is, I learned something he had in the 90s, that it's like he had the long flowing, not quite Superman. Superman was shorter, but this was a long flowing 90s mullet. So he has that. Then there's like modern stuff like Cosmic Ghost Rider. That's very modern. So that was different. And Storm and Wolverine are voiced by their X-Men animated series voice actors, and it's great. Pretty sure Wolverine's his X-Men 97 voice. It sounds like it, because he also sounds older. And Spider-Man's voiced by Spectacular Spider-Man, which was great. He's with Mary Jane, and they actually have like a thing in the end with her, and it's great. It's just like man, like this is just good ass fucking game. It's $30, but if you have PS Plus, it's like $26, like $4 off. It's quick. but there's a little bit of like there's a little bit of replay value if you get everyone to all the way level. You can unlock more costumes and stuff, and there's like some challenges and everything like that. But overall, like it was great. Definitely, I definitely want more. I hope they do a DLC of some kind. Maybe a sequel. They teased Thanos, and Thanos I feel is a perfect play, like a perfect Infinity, like the Infinity Gauntlet and Adam Warlock and all of them is like perfect for a sequel. And,
Right.
The Black Order and all that. So, yeah, overall good. I wish that Snowman was here so I could talk about one of the achievement for getting. I think it's for getting the whole team to like max level is called Ultimate Alliance. And I was like, let's fucking go.
That's a callback. That's a big callback. That's a nostalgia callback right there.
Yeah, that's so fucking good. Like, it's like, let's go. Like, there should be like a thing of like, here's every trophy is named after like all the different Marvel games or something, or like a couple of them or something. Like Ultimate Alliance, like Spider-Man, or like, but like Midnight Suns or something like that. But yeah, but definitely a great game, definitely worth picking up. Not good if you like classic beat 'em ups, if you're wishing for like the more arcade style of video game and you like 90s Marvel media or even modern Marvel media, like it's not they're not stupid. Like they know, like, okay, you're watching this, you're playing this now, you know now stuff, you don't know the old stuff. But a lot of the color palettes reference Marvel versus Capcom, and also like the Captain America and the Avengers beat 'em up and stuff like that. So there's a lot of those in there. It's really cool. But yeah. So I did also get to draw a very rough, but it's mostly all completed comic panel for my preview book. So still chipping away at that. Look forward to that coming in the future. And it will most likely definitely be 2026, but oh well. It is what it is. But the old Avengers arcade game was dope. Yeah, I wish that now it's up to like I think that was Acclaim, and I can't remember who owns Acclaim now, but it's like people need to re-release those old games. Like give us a Cowabunga collection, but with those Marvel stuff. Like, I mean, you can always emulate it though. I imagine all hardware can emulate that fairly easily, but last time Hawkeye was ever cool. They had White Vision in that game too, because he was white in the comics at the time, so they made him white in the show. Anyway, let's throw this up here. The first story of the day, or story of the night. Supergirl star Matthias Schoenaerts has been sentenced to 6 months in prison and 1 year driving ban for driving without a valid license. He plays the main villain Krem in the upcoming DC film. Has already been convicted in a police court 11 times in the past. Was arrested on a separate incident last week and refused to take a breathalyzer test. Previously banned from driving in Antwerp, Belgium, after being caught driving while on drugs. So, not only is this,
I thought it was going to be the actress herself that plays Supergirl. I had a whole bit ready about, well, this just makes her that much hotter. I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean,
kind of like the bad girl. It's like, what are we doing here?
What do you think of this guy?
No, he's got that look like he wants my soul.
He honestly looks like, if you squint, this is Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh my God, he really does.
Like he could play young Mads Mikkelsen in something.
He looks like the type of person to be like, it's all right, Jesker. Just
hey, police,
sign on the dotted line. Give me your soul.
We can own your thing. So yeah, so what really the takeaway for this, obviously this is really funny, and that he's basically not going to be, he's supposedly the main villain. We know Lobo's in it, but this is the first time hearing him being the main villain. Also Krem. So I had to look this up. Like, who's Krem? So there is a character named Krem, but it's there's he is the main antagonist of the 2021 to 2022 comic book miniseries Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow.
Wait, I thought the main villain was supposed to be Lobo.
Well, that's so Lobo seems to be like remember this James Gunn, so he's gonna do the Ultraman, right? He's gonna do the the other villain that everyone fights. Oh, that's right. There's no ad blocker. But anyway, yeah. So he's a creme of the Yellow Hills, and archer, hand-to-hand combat, and swordsmanship. So anyway, yeah. So I'm assuming that we're gonna get a big expansion onto him. He's a pirate and assassin hailing from a distant world that orbits a red star, and so that's why we're getting the whole she goes to Yellow Suns thing to get drunk and all of that. So that will be the villain, and I imagine Lobo will just be kind of thrown in there for a fun little thing. But it was mainly like that's why I grabbed this, because it's the first time we heard this coming out, and obviously people knowing like, oh, this is the whole thing with the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow comic, that this is what they're doing. So
it's going to be a more accurate adaptation of the it's not just like pulling things from the material, it's trying to adapt it more closely than not, pretty much.
Yeah, that definitely is like what their goal is. They want to definitely keep it in that based on that Tom King run, and I know people are upset about that because a lot of people don't like Tom King. I'm not educated enough to know, but that is definitely what they're doing. And we'll see. Hopefully with James Gunn's kind of ability to tweak stuff, we can get it all where it needs to go.
Right. Like I said, man, whatever he wants to do, like I have to give him the benefit of a doubt after Superman.
Yeah.
It could be a big mess, but I mean, shit, he understood the character of Superman. Like, let's just see what he does.
He's changing. See, it's different, right? Because it's like, well, there in a ways he's changing Supergirl, but I pointed out before in this new kind of take is what we're gonna see from Supergirl is someone that has to basically learn to become Supergirl, in the sense of like we saw recently that I believe it was this Woman of Tomorrow run, or maybe it was before this. But it was her being like, why do I have to care about Earth? Krypton for me was like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Why do I have to protect Earth? Like, whereas what we see in the comics, it was always like, you're on Earth now, protect it, and she's like, yay, But then now it's just like, why do I have to care? Why can't I mourn Krypton? Why do I have to move on? And that's what made that anger and rage that she felt towards Earthlings is what made her a Red Lantern, when she had that brief run as a Red Lantern.
Right.
If they go through that lens and explore it and stuff like that, that will be it's not like Supergirl was ever really a great idea. I mean, like on the surface, no, like especially back in those Golden Age, Silver Age stories or whatever. Yeah, Silver Age, Superman stories. I guess Golden Age. But like it was, it was rough. But that's why they did that. I enjoy the Power Girl tension. Yeah, Power Girl's all right. But then they did weird stuff with her character too. Made her like an Atlantean or some shit. But we also have rumors coming out as well about possible actors for Man of Tomorrow, Brainiac. We have talked about before that, Brainiac should be the guy, and then it was confirmed he is going to be the guy, but then it became who's going to play him. Who's going to play Brainiac.
All right. I'm gonna take a guess at this because I made a prediction a couple of years ago. Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp. I can tell you Johnny Depp not on the list.
Damn.
I said Ray Fiennes. I remember everything we were talking about last time. And that Ray Fiennes could be pretty good. But according to Nexus Point News, so trust it, take it with a grain of salt. Short list of actors for Brainiac is Clay's Bong or Bang, whatever. This guy, Matt Smith, formerly the Doctor Who, and he's also the villain of Morbius, and Sam Rockwell, who is probably the most underrated actor in Hollywood. Beefy Bites is here. Hello, Beefy Bites.
I don't even know who the first one is.
A good Brainiac would be pretty cool. Yeah, that's really what we need, and Ray Fiennes would be amazing. Yeah, Ray Fiennes really is my Brainiac pick.
I don't know who the first guy is. I've never heard
looking
of
him
up. Out of these three, honestly,
he's Danish.
Out of these three, honestly, I'd probably go with Matt Smith.
Yeah, Matt Smith could also be pretty good. He could definitely be like the smooth, like he could shave his head. He's got the tubes connected to it. And he's all like, "Oh, I'm creepy."
Yeah, like when I think of like a live action Brainiac, I'm thinking of somebody that's like very, like not necessarily, not robotic in how they act, but very, intellectual, logical, persuasive.
Mm-hmm.
Like they'll break down things to like its most minute level.
Yeah,
and convince you, like that type of thing. Like, and I could see Matt Smith pulling that off pretty well. I went with Johnny Depp because of his portrayal in Transcendence,
and
I was like, oh, I could see Johnny Depp.
Baki's also here. Hello, Baki, as well as Son of What.
But yeah, out of those three, I'd probably go with Matt Smith.
Yeah. So this is this guy. He's a Danish guy. He's played Dracula. This is like his big thing. He played Dracula in like a miniseries.
Oh, I do remember him from Dracula.
Okay. Back in 2020, it said.
Yes, I do remember him. That's the only thing I know him from, though, I believe.
Yeah, nothing. And then he was in The Northman, but I don't think he played like a major guy. I remember Northman was, but otherwise he's like not known. Because he's not known, it feels weird to be like that's what tells me that the rumor's kind of true. Because who's gonna just pick a guy? If you're making this like this is the short list, you're not gonna be like, yes, we have Matt Smith, Sam Rockwell, and a guy no one's heard of. And I feel like we would have I don't know, some big, we would just have like big thing. Like it'd be like Ray Fiennes and Matt Smith, or something like that. Like have a big name.
Yeah, I'd go with Matt Smith.
Yeah, we also have a breakdown from the Lanterns trailer that was shown for the HBO Max upfront, which is some notes here that Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart have been working together for months. Hal Jordan has seemingly stepped in temporarily for someone else to train Jon Stewart. A squirrel Green Lantern is mentioned, likely Chip, and the series has a Western vibe. Now, the Western vibe is a good... it's an interesting little thing. Because, like Mandalorian has that kind of space Western. And the idea of like being the sheriffs walking in and being like, what's going on here? That could be pretty fun, pretty different. And I'm definitely intrigued by Lanterns because I really want a good Green Lantern thing.
I just wish it was a movie instead of a show.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes when you really let something breathe and, you can get a lot with it. Westerns are a good template, especially with superhero stuff because you're working within the law. You can travel. You're doing a lot of stuff. You're vigilantes. There's a lot you can really do when you look at it with from a Western lens. That's why they always go back to them. Superheroes and Westerns have been hand in hand for decades.
That's true.
we used to have just superhero westerns, So, yeah. So, I mean, obviously, then the Squirrel Green Lantern is obviously just going to be a reference. I don't think we're going to see Chip, at least in this. Chip can appear in something later, but, so I don't feel like we're going to see that. But that's something that like they like to do is like, let's drop this obscure goofball reference that the fans will like. So now this next one is strange because it's not news. It's speculation based on business insiders, basically, because it's speculation from Forbes. But Forbes predicts the DCU is not building up to a Justice League film. Instead, their first event film will be some sort of Super Friends or a Justice Gang movie. Possible films include Super Friends versus the Legion of Doom, Justice Gang versus the Injustice Gang. Now, again, this isn't a scoop. This isn't rumor. This isn't speculation. This is them basically Forbes being like, hey, this is what they should do. I will say, if you would all do a Super Friends movie, you have failed. And you will fail. Do not do a Super Friends movie. Now,
why not?
So I think you weren't here for this, but we were talking about how I'm pretty sure it was me and Vivent, yeah. That Wonder Twins is possibly in James Gunn's Secret Slate movie. He's going to do a Wonder Twins thing.
Okay, hold up. Pause. Wait a second. Hold up. Wait. A Wonder Twins movie would be the most James Gunn thing I can possibly think of. Like, that sounds so up his alley.
And what I had said was that Wonder Twins is one of, like, Super Friends in general, but Wonder Twins especially was one of those things that's in the zeitgeist. It's hidden, but Wonder Twins is kind of it's kind of in the zeitgeist. Like, people know Wonder Twins powers activate, and they know that stuff. They don't necessarily know, their names and all that stuff, but Rocky says former Wonder Twins movie would fucking suck, guaranteed.
No, I could see James Gunn pulling that off. That sounds like something that's right in his wheelhouse.
But that being said, doing a movie that's Super Friends and it's based around Super Friends, terrible idea.
Like, okay, well, you're gonna have to walk that one out for me.
Okay, so Super Friends, right? Obviously, like I've talked about, it's in the zeitgeist. It was one of the major superhero cartoons of the 70s or whatever, 60s, 70s, and has maintained in every single, basically, every superhero child's childhood since then. But you cannot name the movie Super Friends and have it be your big DCU crossover thing. You can do a movie called Super Friends. You can do an animated movie that's kind of like a Super Pets kind of style movie. Those are friends. You cannot do Super Friends as it's Super Friends. Why? Because it's a Justice League movie or anything else. Super Friends, and you're trying to make it a PG-13 action blockbuster? No. That will not fly. Hard to say.
I'm sorry, Wizard. You're not really convincing me on this argument.
All right. Well, thank you, Jesker, because you have given us the poll for this show, poll for tonight. Just like last week when we had Snowman give me one. So, just is a Super Friends titled, I guess, JL movie, or we'll just do movie. Movie, a good idea. Yes or no? Yeah, 100% terrible, but I'd love to be wrong. But like, this was about the Wonder Twins, but it's like you can't. So Jesker, you're saying so in this, so James Gunn goes up on stage and he's like, "Hey, we're not doing Justice League. Zack Snyder did that. We're not even doing Justice Gang, even though I set it up already. Super Friends." And the get that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, yes, this is the movie. This is the name. This will have surely.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not seeing how this is a problem.
like literally called the Justice League.
I mean, look, man. Justice League is what we're all expecting. But if he did want to differentiate himself from Snyder, he could do Super Friends. And I'm not going to lie, Super Friends seems like a James Gunn idea. Like that seems like something that would be right in his wheelhouse. Now, the problem that I would have with this is having the Legion of Doom as the big bads of the first film, because we don't have a Joker in this universe yet. We don't have we don't really have any villains outside of really Lex at this point. But if you give it, like, if you do a Justice Friends film and you bring in some kind of villain, I don't know who it would be at this point, because apparently they're doing Brainiac for Man of Tomorrow, which I thought they were going to say Brainiac for a team up film, but
yeah,
I don't know who they would get at this point. But
can't do Starro. You Starro
like,
already.
To me, Legion of Doom feels like something that you do like 2 or 3 phases down the line after you've already established all of
You
these.
You do it in Justice League too.
Yeah, you establish these DC villains like going against their own respective heroes, and then like they fail multiple times over and over, and they realize, okay, the good guys teamed up, now let's team up as villains, and maybe we'll be able to take them down that way. Like that's what you have to build up to it. You can't just bring in the Legion of Doom like right off the bat. Like there's no build up there.
Fucking Starro would have been awesome. Swan says, "I know nothing about this, but to me, Super Friends sounds super gay."
I love the old Super Friends cartoon.
Yeah, Super Friends is good. It's just it's a product of its time, and there's a reason why there hasn't been a Super Friends thing. Like the last thing Super Friends ever was like kids books. Like it's a super kiddie preschool.
What, you don't want to see the Hall of Justice?
Well, first of all, we've seen the Hall of Justice. It's in Superman. Second of all, they grew past the Super Friends stuff. Like you can do everything Super Friends. You can have the Legion of Doom. You can have, even though they're sometimes called the Injustice Gang or Justice Syndicate or whatever, you can have all them. You just don't call the movie Super Friends. That's what the poll's about. It's like you can't name the movie Super Friends. You just can't do it.
I think you can. It's we're in a different era now. People aren't going to look at that and be like, "Oh, that's so dumb." Like people don't know. People, thank God, when it comes to shit like this, is not as shallow as they used to be. Now, if we were talking about 2005, hell, 2010, yeah, I would agree with you. Like, you can't do it. But this is 2025. People want the weird and the kooky. They want the silly. And they want it reimagined for a modern day. Like, I think they can do Super Friends and pull it off. I really do.
The rapist in this picture, by the way.
Wait, whoa, what?
This is Dr. Light right here, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I thought who's the bitch next to him?
This is, I'm not sure.
I thought you were talking about her for a second. I was
this
like,
might be
what?
Gesher or Shiva?
Yeah, I was like, wait, what?
Got a Mongol back here. Mongol would be cool.
I mean, I'd imagine it would probably be Lex.
Well, here's the thing, Jesker.
Joker, I don't know, man. Joker's a wild.
They have an easy way to introduce most of these metas. Giganta, Bizarro obviously was already introduced. He could come back for this, but like they have an easy way to do all this. Because as we talked about, what they're doing in DCU right now is the Salvation arc. What was the Salvation arc? The Salvation arc was all the government throwing all the metahuman villains onto a thing altogether, including Joker and Lex. So you don't have to have Joker in it at all, but because I don't really like him being part of the Injustice Gang. But
I don't either, because I just feel like Joker's not a team player.
Yeah. This honestly might be a shot from the Salvation comic too, by the way. Like this seems like that. But anyway.
Also, that Joker looks like the Joker from the Batman cartoon series.
He looks more like Under the Red Hood Joker.
It's the long hair that gets me.
But anyway, so you basically have Toyman, Captain Cold. If you go for the original, Toyman, Captain Cold, Bizarro, Grundy, Grodd, Luthor, Scarecrow, and Cheetah, right? You go for that original gang. You have Reverse Flash over here. He could be, like you have these people in there, and that's how you basically do it. You have you do that, So I do feel like Injustice Gang would be a good sequel fight, because I do want them to establish, because we didn't get that. We didn't get a Masters of Evil in the MCU, right? And Justice League goes to set up an Injustice Gang that we didn't get to see. So we need to see an established team come together of villains in a cinematic movie universe. We didn't see that.
Right. And it would also be different from Marvel too, because Marvel doesn't really have like their villains like collaborating together, mainly because they killed them off too early.
They kill them off, yeah.
But it would definitely differentiate the DCU from the MCU. I would imagine though you would probably have one villain per member of the Justice Friends. So like for Superman it'd be Lex, for Flash it'd be Gorilla Grodd. I don't like the idea of Joker there, because I don't think he's a team player. No. Poison Ivy maybe for Batman. You could have Cheetah or Giganta for Wonder Woman.
Mm-hmm.
One of those two.
I feel like we need Giganta. We got Cheetah in the last one. We need Giganta now.
Yeah, I agree. She needs to show up at some point.
Scarecrow is here. He's over here. He was original Hanna-Barbera Legion of Doom.
But yeah, I figured it. I would figure to be like one villain per hero. Like I don't think you'd see everybody on this panel would be there. That's way too much to keep up with in a live action.
Unless you wanted to throw in Terrific and Guy and Hal and John. You wanted to have like a big, huge team of heroes. So you don't need a big, huge team of villains.
Well, let's just say it's like you got Superman, you got Batman, you got Wonder Woman, you got Flash, you got Green Lantern. Trying to think who else they would throw in there for the Justice Friends. Aquaman. Yeah, like I would imagine.
Love that you keep saying Justice Friends, because even that Super Friends is a bad name.
Whatever, man. I'm tired. Leave me alone. So you would get like Lex for Superman. You'd get excuse me. You get Lex for Superman. Poison Ivy for Batman. Gorilla Grodd for Flash. Sinestro for Green Lantern. Black Manta for Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
And who the fuck else did I say?
I don't know.
Oh, Giganta or Cheetah for Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
And then like that would be your Legion of Doom versus your Super Friends.
Rocky says Scarecrow is the actual Dark Mirror to Batman. Uses fear. Well, that's really all the best Batman villains are the Dark Mirrors. You have Penguin's the aristocrat, and you have like Bruce. You have Joker is the theatrical, like gadget guy, and he's the menace. He's the all-consuming whatever. You have the Fear and the Scarecrow. You have the martial arts and Ra's al Ghul. That's one of the best ways to like do them, is to be like, they're each different parts.
Oh, what did they put Ra's al Ghul in the Legion of Doom?
They're trying to make Ra's al Ghul happen. Thank you, Son of Watt, for subscribing.
Hold it down for a second, Wizard. I will be right back.
Just do Justice League International. Yeah, I definitely feel like that's what they're building towards. I know someone's theory was that they were going to split off the Justice League and Justice League International. Thought I was already subscribed. Well, I mean, I don't know. This is Son of Watt, and you're Son of Watt too. So, this is doing it that way, I guess. But we're gonna get Justice League International, and then maybe the Terrifics, and then the Justice League or something like that. So Ra's al Ghul is awesome. Like, no, I got into fights because it was like Ra's al Ghul was said to be the top number 3 of the Batman villain list. I'm like, what is that? Like, that ain't right. I can't buy that. And so we had arguments on this very show whether or not Ra's al Ghul was number 3. So I've had arguments in back rooms and StreamYards about it. So I just want more love for the Scarecrow. Hey, everyone, I mean, he got a movie. He was the main player of a movie. So, I mean, he did get that in the end. So better than nothing. But I suppose if you really wanted to, you could expand him to be a bigger threat. But yeah. He was in all 3 of the Nolan movies, but he obviously got his big role in the first in Batman Begins. But I'd say Scarecrow's gotten his due.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing. I mean, I would probably say the biggest thing that has really helped out Scarecrow was Arkham Knight, but at least for more modern times. But
yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing Scarecrow return again in a live action film. Actually, I'll be honest with you, he would probably fit in pretty well in Matt Reeves' Batman.
Yeah. I'd say so. I think I was subscribed, but I recently unsubscribed from a ton of CG channels. Well, I mean, Son of Watt, I wasn't CG up until about like 2 weeks ago. I think there was some love there. Underrated character. Good, having a good Scarecrow, giving Scarecrow some love. That's always good. In the fans. But you want to talk about underrated, the Marvel Scarecrow. You don't see him in shit. He fucking this the fuck appeared. He's an Iron Man villain.
There's a Marvel Scarecrow?
There's a Marvel Scarecrow.
I was not aware. I want to see what this motherfucker looks like. Hold on.
I'm pulling it up right now. Don't worry. He picture the Scarecrow, and that's what he looks like. Here he is. This is the Scarecrow.
Oh, if I only had a brain.
Like, it's just like, can I copy your homework? Yeah, sure. Just change it so it's not noticeable.
We're off to see the wizard.
But I'm pretty sure Marvel Scarecrow was first.
Really?
Not quite sure. Origin. Sales of Spencer were 51 in 1963. When was Scarecrow DC made? He first appeared in World's Finest Comics number 3, which was 41. So, okay, right. DC Scarecrow obviously came first.
All right. Well, I was going to say if DC did still, that's an example of taking it and making it better. But
yeah,
DC was the OG. All right.
This is Stan Lee thinking that it's like we'll do Scarecrow.
Imagine if Stan Lee wrote Scarecrow.
He also masqueraded as the Green Goblin apparently at one point, but
He's
Ebenezer
Norman
Walker.
Osborn, true believers.
He's raised by an alcoholic mother who beat him viciously.
Wow. Wow. Oh, hold up.
Guilt
Hold
drove
up.
her to give him presents. Believing that rewards follow punishments, Ebenezer began deliberately misbehaving to receive beatings.
Hold up. My brother in Christ. I relate. That's right. Keep strong, brother.
Stream Elements is very active tonight. Well, Stream Elements is programmed to respond after so many messages are put in the chat. So it's like we're just having a very, very healthy chat tonight. But yeah, so that's funny. Ebenezer was naturally flexible, lithe, double-jointed youth who saw a rubber man perform at a traveling carnival and became obsessed with emulating him. So he's Ragdoll. He's Ragdoll and Scarecrow combined into one dude.
So he was an Iron Man villain?
Yeah, he's an Iron Man villain.
All right. When they reboot the MCU, I want the first new Iron Man film to have Scarecrow as villain. Fuck it.
He has mutated pheromones. Scarecrow is able to secrete an odorless pheromone into the air that can affect the adrenal gland for most beings within a distance of 20 feet. Pheromone triggers intense panic attacks and causes victims to experience intense and irrational fear. God damn it.
Wow, Marvel. Okay. I see you.
This is Jack-O-Lantern. This is Scarecrow, the Iron Man villain. Hawkeye was also an Iron Man bad guy. Yes, he was.
So, yeah, I want the next Iron Man movie, when they reboot the MCU, to have Scarecrow as the big bad. I demand it.
Well, I think from what I was looking up here from these pictures, there's like a cover of him. He's fighting Ghost Rider. You know, it's like
You almost said Danny Phantom, didn't you?
No, it's Danny Ketch is the thing here.
Oh, okay.
It says here it's Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider. So this is various.
Marvel.
He's in a Doctor Strange, Lords of Fear, Werewolf by Night. They
Marvel.
made him like they put him in horror stories.
Marvel Scarecrow is fighting Danny Phantom. Marvel took a lot of liberties at that time.
Ghost Rider, Captain America. Oh, if you want to talk Danny Phantom news, I could bring up. We could take a well, I could talk about it next week, but I suppose I'll talk about it. I'll show it next week, but I'll just talk about it here. Danny Phantom got fucking confirmed for Fortnite.
That's
Danny fucking
random.
Phantom confirmed for Fortnite.
You know what? I'm not against it. I like Danny Phantom.
But anyway, so we've been talking about Sadie Sink for a while now.
Oh my god.
So you missed it, but Sadie Sink was confirmed to appear in Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
She's been casted for Secret Wars. So now we have here, she's finally spoken out about her role. She said, quote, "A lot of people forget that hair color can change."
So, Mary Jane?
Yeah, but she's a redhead naturally, but it's like hair color could change. And also there is a Mary Jane already, so she can't be her. Plus she's in Secret Wars.
So what's the bitch's name from Spider-Man His Amazing Friends?
Well, Firestar. That was my want. I wanted to be Firestar.
She had red hair, didn't she?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
But again, the whole point is that hair color can change. She's going to have different colored hair.
Did you ever consider maybe that line is just a red herring?
Yeah, but I mean, we can't. We got to go based on what we got to. The whole point. We already done the speculation on who the redheads could be.
I don't have to do shit.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we really we want Firestar. Like Firestar's got a Firestar and Iceman. Like we got to have Firestar.
Oh my god. A live action version of Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Mm-hmm.
Yo.
A red herring. The son of
Marvel.
what? A red herring.
Marvel.
Make it. So did you?
Yeah, I know.
Did you make?
Yes.
Did you make that red herring
Yes.
pun? And I
Yeah,
just missed
that-
it. Oh
that-
yeah. So.
That I had like the whole build up. Mary Jane has red hair. Firestar has red hair.
I did.
Did
I
you
did
ever
miss
think the
it.
line's a red herring? Fuck you, Wizard.
Yeah. I did miss it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, fuck you, Wizard. You piece of shit.
I was mainly more being like, no, she's not gonna have red hair. That's the whole point of why we're covering this right now.
You piece of shit. You
All
ruined my moment. That was my moment to become internet famous, and you took it away from me.
You know, let's just fucking go. Let's call it.
You should end the show. You should end your whole fucking career, bastard.
I hate this movie shit, but that would be dope. I mean, like doing Firestar, you know, having that, there would be good. But so really, it's the question of like, okay, Jean Grey was also thrown around, right? Could she be Jean? It would make sense as to why she would be in Secret Wars, and having introduced
Thank you, Swan.
in the movie.
Thank you, Swan. I appreciate that.
Yeah, the chat got it. Yeah. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's an interesting idea. I really hope that all this buildup isn't for her just being like someone random. Like Betty. Well, no, she can't be Betty Brant. Gwen would be kind of too high profile, but it'd be like, I don't know, some other random ass fucking Spider-Man related woman.
If they did Gwen Stacy, though, Tom Holland's going to be like, wait a minute. Did that other Peter Parker wasn't he in love with a Gwen Stacy?
He never said Gwen Stacy. He just said Gwen.
Did he really never say Gwen Stacy?
Nope. He said, I lost Gwen. She was my MJ.
Wow. Okay. I need to go back and watch that movie. I thought for sure the full name was said at some point.
But that's the interesting thing with where Spider-Man is at this point, where he has this idea of the other Spider-Man and what they went through. So, like he said, that's why if he ever finds out about an Osborn, right? Norman Osborn, he's going to freak the fuck out. Now, Norman Osborn doesn't exist in the MCU. That's been shown, but post reboot, they might bring him in.
Right.
So that'll be irrelevant because we've argued whether or not they're going to have their memories about the universe before the reboot or not. You know, we'll go back and forth.
I think most of them are going to forget. You're going to have the odd hero that might remember, but it's going to be for like, it's going to be for some special reason, but most of them are going to forget.
You also missed it, Jesker. Tobey Maguire is rumored to be in Doomsday.
Oh, I've seen the rumors for that for a minute.
So basically, that means that we're getting Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and the 2000s X-Men in a movie with the damn Avengers.
Is there any information of whether Garfield is going to be in Doomsday?
Well, you do gives a shit about Garfield.
I do. We've been over
the
this.
Pillars of 2000s Marvel in the same ass movie, and you're asking about Andrew Garfield?
I want that third Amazing Spider-Man film so he can have a proper conclusion to his story.
It doesn't matter. You're not getting it.
He deserves it.
Maybe not count weird, make it make sense. So anyway, so basically this could also be Felicia Hardy for all we know. But I don't know if Sadie Sink's a good pick for Felicia Hardy.
No. Maybe?
Probably not. Let me look her
up. Like I said, I think if any Spidey's going to end up with Black Cat, it'd be Garfield's.
See, she's too like youthful to be Felicia.
Yeah, because Felicia's older than Peter.
Or usually the same age. Well, I go off of like 90s cartoon where she gets like, she transforms and gets buffer. But you need at least someone that doesn't look so young. Like Tom looks young, but yeah, I don't think they can really do Felicia. Yeah. especially now with her.
I go based off Felicia being older than Peter off of that one comic book where she kissed him and then later realized he was a teenager and she was like, oh shit. And it's like, what, did you forget about that, Marvel? Did you
Garfield
forget
is a
about
brilliant
that?
actor who was deadly in Red Riding.
Because I didn't
Hate all
forget.
these people.
I'll never forget Marvel.
Yeah, Felicia's good. It's just MJ is really like if you're not shipping Peter and MJ, then just get the fuck out. Like you're not, it's the end game. But Felicia's not bad. Just Felicia's in love with Spider-Man, not Peter.
Right. Yeah.
That's been the thing. Like there's literally the panel of like, oh my God, put the mask back on. And there's
she wants them to abandon their civilian identities and just embracing the hero identities.
There's also the one time when Black Cat found out how young Peter was.
I just talked about that.
Yeah. Well, but specifically it was when she threw up on him.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I forgot about oh shit. I knew like she was freaked out. She was like, whoa, wait a minute, you're a teenager? What the fuck?
Yeah, but there's like she like dry heaves or something where she almost throws up on him. But
you think Peter would have enjoyed that?
I don't want to know. I don't want to know if it's like the Peacemaker confirmed to us that Guy Gardner or that Peacemaker tells people that Guy Gardner has a puke fetish. So he mentions that in the retconned ending to Peacemaker season 1. He's like, I hate that guy. You know, he tells people I'm a puke freak.
Oh, no. What the fuck? No.
But one thing to get excited for, reportedly, this month is the first trailer for Avengers Doomsday. And that trailer is going to hit the timeline like fucking the Civil War trailer did 10 years ago. I remember being like in cafeteria on lunch back in high school, and that fucking trailer hit, and I sat there watching it over and over and over. Get fucking Spider-Man showing up, and it was like, oh my god, you know, because we rumored Spider-Man was going to be in it, but we never confirmed, and they snuck it in there, like boom, Spider-Man.
Trailer's gonna open up. I stole your baby, Reed. Deal with it.
I am Dr. Doom. Dun, 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 dun. Someone also brought up the Avengers Age of Ultron trailer. It's still, like I think they said, is still the best one. And it is a good one. Best use of song choice ever.
Yes. Dude, that trailer gave me chills when I saw it the first time.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, shit.
So really, it's like, what are we going to get with this one? What song are we going to get that would be like, oh my God, that's a perfect use of that song. So yeah, I'm really excited for this because, like I said, I predict we're going to get the last shot of that trailer is going to be the fucking X-Men. And we're going to see their suits and we're like, oh my God. Like, it's gonna be so good, and I really hope that movie's good. I'm gonna see it the fuck regardless, but yeah,
I mean, we have to, man. Like, you know, even if we know it's gonna suck, we still have to go see it because obligation.
Yeah, I mean, for one, the podcast, we got to talk about it on here, regardless of whether or not fuck. But for two, because
I mean,
sunk cost, and then also, like, come on.
I mean, for me, it's kind of like trailer comes out. Let's say it's a bomb. Okay, let's say the trailer is just fucking terrible, and we're going in expecting it to be a fucking terrible movie. Like, it's the same thing when I went to go see Rise of Skywalker. I knew it was going to be a shitty movie. I didn't have much hope. I came out and it was a shitty movie when it came out, when I was done watching it. But I had to see it because fuck it. I've been here for 8 films. I got to see how they end this bitch.
What movie do we have to wait? What movie do we have to see? You got to see Avengers Doomsday, Swan, even though it's not going to mean anything to you yet. But don't worry, Swan.
Now, I hope we go into this movie and come out and be like, wow, that fixed all the crappy shit in Phase 4. That was awesome.
Yeah, they somehow found a way to make Eternals relevant and also good retroactively. It was crazy how they did it, but they did it.
Yeah. Come on, Marvel. I'll believe
Somehow, some way, this movie becomes a 10 out of 10 for me, regardless of what it does, if it somehow canonizes Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. That's all I want. All I want. I want it so bad. It's the last one, besides Cloak and Dagger and Runaways. But don't worry about it. But it's the last one we need to just be like, just bring back Chloe Bennett as Daisy Johnson for a second. It's okay. Just do it. Just do it. Just it'd be like, see, look, you did it with Jarvis. You did it with the guy with the Inhumans. Like, you just give it. Come on. Fantastic show that was. It was great. Great show. Started off a little rough, but it found its footing and it did it. But because Kevin Feige don't like the guy that made it, he's like, well, you're not getting it again. You know, we're not ever doing anything with it. So, thanks, Kevin.
I mean, if we're heading into a reboot, and we know that we are, just come on, throw the show a bone here at the end. Come on now.
Yeah, and well, again, we don't know how fully rebooty we're getting. We'll find that out.
Full on reboot.
Let me pull these up here. Yeah, so just Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Just it needs its day. They were recently doing interviews talking about it too, where they're just like, man, we tried, okay, like, you know, we were there before all of this. We really tried, and we have our fans, and we think it's cool. It's like, hell yeah, it was cool. It was its own little mini MCU every single week for a long time. It was a good time. We also have, of course, this month is the Game Awards, and Geoff Kieghley, the host of the Game Awards, has been teasing something, including set forth a strange monolith in the Mojave Desert. He first announced this with the caption regal.inspiring.thickness. This.
Is this what I'm meant to worship now?
I mean, I'm not quite sure. But
great, scary, abominable God. What do you require as a sacrifice to thee?
You must give up Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, you can eat a dick.
You must chop off your dick.
I shall be your greatest heretic. Just as Lucifer rebelled against Yahweh, so too shall I rebel against you.
So anyway, so people were quick to point out God of War stuff in this, but this has been confirmed by Cory Balrog to not be related to God of War.
Oh, I don't see God of War at all in that.
There's this armor with the scaling right here is a lot like some of the Norse armor. There's a bear.
Thing is, though,
in the God of War.
If it was God of War, it wouldn't be Norse stuff, because we're moving away from the Norse stuff.
Well, there's a crocodile right here, and people were like, "It's Sobek," or "It's the Dreki from the fourth one."
Oh,
if it was God of War, it was for a remake of the original.
It's time to walk like an Egyptian, ladies and gentlemen.
That's not Walk Like an Egyptian.
What the fuck? I don't know my vintage Egyptian shit.
Oh, that Walk Like Egyptian is the it's the all the old paintings on the
All right, you know what? You know what? Let me make it. Let me make a more accurate Egyptian reference. It's time to duel, motherfuckers.
There you go. We're close, Jesker. Yugi Moto versus Ash Ketchum death battle. It's gonna happen. It's coming out.
It's going to be
Close.
crazy. Pharaoh Atem
Thank you.
versus Kratos. Let's go.
Yeah, Bengals. All the old paintings on the dune, they do the sentence, don't you know?
Can you imagine Kratos fighting the god cards?
Kratos fighting the god cards.
That'd be wild.
He'd beat him though. He'd beat him.
I mean, he's killing gods left and right. I don't doubt
He
it.
killed fucking Zeus. He could kill fucking Slyther, the executive producer.
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe Slifer, maybe Obelisk. Ra's going to be a tough one, though, because Zeus isn't a creator god. Neither is Odin. But Ra is a creator god.
Yeah, so here's more of this monolith. It's also been confirmed, I think, not to be Diablo. People thought it was a Diablo expansion, and not to be Elder Scrolls related either. But this is a real life just thing in the Mojave Desert.
Oh, I know what it is. I got it. We haven't seen what the Master of Master looks like. When he takes off his robe, this is what he looks like. Okay. He pulls down the hood on the organization coat, and this is what the Master of Masters looks like.
It's smoking. Well, and that's like there's a snake, there's a bear, there's a demon guy with his face shoved in right here. And it's like this honestly reeks of brand new IP. There's no way this is connected to anything.
You know what this is? It's something that Hideo Kojima is working on. I guarantee you it's a Hideo Kojima project. I guarantee you.
Well, I mean,
because we know Kojima and Kieghley are butt buddies.
Even if it wasn't a Hideo Kojima project, Keeley's going to erect a monument for Kojima.
Of course.
Hellraiser 3. I mean, a Hellraiser game would be fucking crazy. But no, so it's like then it glows at night with this fucking Elden Ring bullshit. So who's to say really what this is for? It's also weird. They don't normally do this stuff for Game Awards. Normally it's normally it's just the trailers. There's never this thing. This also kind of looks like a door with some steps, right?
It's the door to Kingdom Hearts.
So, like it feels like this is they're gonna cut in the middle of the show. They're gonna cut to this thing, and then it's gonna open, and then Kojima's gonna walk out, and then after him is Todd Howard. Then they're gonna shake hands. You're like, oh my god, and be like Elder Scrolls 6. Written and directed by Hideo Kojima.
Kermit the Frog is gonna go, yay!
That's true. There's always a Muppet at the Game Awards. They definitely got to get a Muppet.
Yay!
They really got to bring Statler and Waldorf back, though. I mean, like they were the best Muppet guests. Roast and Keeley, the best. Like, hey, look, there's Kojima. Like him and Keeley are best friends. Yeah, but does Kojima know that? That's so funny.
Did you know they're more than best friends? Oh.
But we do have some God of War news, as they're still making that live action series, and they're calling for casting. And so we know that they will adapt the Norse era games, focus on Kratos and Atreus. Show's tone will emulate the tone of the game. 2 seasons are greenlit. Season 1 is 10 episodes.
I don't know, man. I don't think this is ever going to get off the ground.
I don't think it'll get off the ground. Huh?
They've been going on with it for so long. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I think using the Norse era stuff will help them. but it's just weird. Like, I think doing the Greek stuff. I mean, unless they want it to be a secret that it's gonna be like, oh, I'm from a land called Sparta, and all this stuff, but you're not meant you're meant to kind of know that going into it. So it's just weird to make that a twist of some kind.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you've got to get the Greek stuff its love, man. That's where it started.
And especially because you don't get to see it adapted in stuff. It's like because they didn't they remastered 3 back in the PS3 era or whatever, and they just walked away from it. They didn't remake the other ones. They didn't port them, emulate them, nothing. Just like yeah, fuck you. So,
yeah,
very strange.
You gotta give the Greek stuff its love. That's where it began.
So, I mean, I'll still watch it. I still like God of War, and I still like God of War 2018. So, anything, but you need a good Kratos, and you need some good action, and also I was going to talk about here the 2 seasons, 10 episodes. So, where do you end season 1 with? You can't go all the way through to the end of the game. Last of Us made it work, but I don't think God of War can.
It really depends on where they start with this. I mean, I couldn't predict right now.
I'm trying to think of where there's a good there's when so it's gonna be season 1's gonna end with Atreus getting sick, and it's gonna be like you gotta go to the bridge of the damned, and Kratos go that I must return home to give a past I swore would stay buried. Right, goes on the boat. He goes home. He goes, lifts up the floorboards, grabs the blades ignite. Doom.
That would make sense. I mean, I could that's a thematic ending, and it gets everybody excited for season 2.
Yeah, because then it's like, oh, it's fucking blades, So yeah, 100%. That's what we're doing. Called it. You heard it here first. On the Wow Wednesday channel, Wow Wednesday show on the Wizard of Wordplay channel. It's funny, we were talking about Hideo Kojima, as there has been some Hideo news. Hideo has gone Hollywood as he always has wanted to, Jessica.
Is he leaving Kieghley behind?
I don't know, but
I can't handle the breakup, Wizard.
Do you want to hear Hideo Kojima in a Hollywood movie? A Hollywood movie that's making bank in the box office right now. There he was.
What? No. Kojima's in. Wait, what?
Cast as Paul Moldebrandt in the Japanese version of Zootopia 2. First voice acting role in an animated film.
That's crazy.
So, once again, for historical purpose. That was it.
That's crazy. But his Zootopia 2 is doing pretty good.
Yeah, it's like the number has the best opening weekend of any animated movie ever currently.
Wow. I mean, I knew it had a following, but dadgum.
Well, you get the furries, you get the kids. That's a tough thing. Let me see if I can find the. It's already outgrossed the entire theatrical run of Superman. It beat the entire run of Superman in its first opening weekend.
That is insane. Dadgum, son. I mean, I like the first Zootopia, but wow.
It had the biggest debut in China. It came also the coming out on Thanksgiving. There's a big like shot in the arm, big boost. Trying to see if there was it beat fucking trumped Wicked for good. Fucking kicked its ass.
But I mean, Wicked did really good in its opening weekend. So I mean, it's I can understand, like, because I mean, Wicked's gonna be fine because it made like 250 mil in its first weekend.
Pushes equal ahead of both Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning and Superman to make it the number 6 global studio title of 2025 so far. Zootopia 2 has surpassed F1 to make it the number 4 international studio movie of 2025. 297.2 million in China. Yeah,
wow.
Compared to like 16 in France, 15 Mexico, 12.3 million Germany, but 297.2 million. All that work that Disney did to placate to China, they didn't even need to try. Just did it. Swan says she almost went to see it. Like, if I still haven't seen Zootopia 1. If I did, I probably would have gone to see it. But I still haven't seen Zootopia.
I mean, it's pretty good. Like,
seen everything from it at this point where I'm just like, oh, okay.
Zootopia 1 is pretty good. I think it's kind of overrated, if I'm being honest. But it's definitely a good movie. It's not bad at all. But I just, when I went to go watch it, I was like, it's a good movie, but dadgum, like, everybody was acting like it was the second coming of Christ or something. And
so it's this article, this tweet here says Zootopia 2 was China's second largest Hollywood debut ever, behind only Avengers Endgame in 2019 for 330.5 million.
That is nuts. So. That is absolutely nuts. Jeez.
So yeah. Then they're basically looking into like where this happened. So now here we have like it's fucking the rap. You gotta pay for it. Fuck you. Yeah. Yeah, Wicked crossed 200 million in the Thanksgiving weekend. And then Zootopia got 20 million off of that, and then it just fucking blew past. So, definitely good for Disney. Don't take the right lessons from it. I put it on my to-do list. I've only seen the bunny lady getting. I mean, really, that's where most of the fan base comes from. Someone did say that, Jesker, that they're like, well, how do they now try to shoehorn Zootopia into Kingdom Hearts 4?
Oh, there's been talk about Zootopia being Kingdom Hearts for a while. People wanted it for Kingdom Hearts 3, but yeah, no, I think it's going to get in eventually. If it's not in 4, it will be in the series at some point. I have no doubt about that, because it's been way too requested. And Nomura does pay attention to that stuff. He's even said so, that he does like scour the forums and watch his YouTube videos about people talking about Kingdom Hearts. So he absolutely knows that Zootopia is a highly requested world. I mean, it is highly requested amongst the fandom. Mm-hmm. So I do think it will come eventually. Whether it'll be in 4 or not, I don't know, but it will happen eventually.
Yeah, I mean, they're going, so Zootopia World, right? Mm-hmm. They're going to give Sora his original unused lion look.
Yeah,
they have to.
If they didn't, that is a huge missed opportunity. Like to be able to bring in that original design again. Yeah, that would be. If they didn't. I mean, that'd be stupid not to take advantage of that.
Yeah. Another another movie that people expect to be in Kingdom Hearts 4 is Moana. And back in November they released the teaser for the live action Moana remake. The one of the many live action remakes that straight up just don't need it. But
It's crazy this is happening. It's way too soon. I'm assuming they want to get this done while the Rock is alive, but still, it's way too soon. But Moana, I think, is actually. I think
then with like the
Moana.
Rock being alive, like you could find other people to be Maui.
Yeah, but they want the Rock because he voiced Maui.
No, the Rock wants the Rock. So don't
Um,
forget, the only reason this movie is happening because Black Adam fucking tanked.
The Rock didn't get to be the head of DC. He didn't get to control DC. So now he's going to take over the House of Mouse. Mickey Mouse, can you smell
I like the Rock. That's fine.
what the Rock is cooking?
So the problem with the Rock is that, especially now, but during this time when they were getting this going, his ego was off the charts. He thought that he could take over all of the DC movies, and was all over the place. Who was his Roman Reigns? Roman Reigns could not play Maui, but yeah. So they have the Rock has ego problems. It's like, yeah. So he had basically thought he could take over all of Hollywood, but then he started getting this like schlock. And so the way that the Rock did it was that he has his production company. What the production company would do is they would go to these studios and they go, hey, we will pay for this movie. We'll pay for the script. We'll pay for everything. The Rock has to be the star, and the Rock has his own demands. The Rock can't lose fights. Rock can't wear wigs. Rock can't, play anything that isn't. He's got to play himself. And so that was like his rules for being the Rock and doing these movies. But then he started getting these terrible scripts, started putting out schlock. People started hating The Rock, and then Black Adam came out. It was awful. Then, well, what does he do? He breaks, in case of emergency, break glass. He goes back to wrestling. He does a Moana reboot, a Moana live action movie, because Maui is all he fucking has. And so, if this fucking tank, Smashing Machine just came out. That was supposed to be his big, like, I'm doing an actual acting movie, right? Tanks. No one gives a shit. So, no wonder Vin Diesel had a rival. Yeah, like him and Vin hate each other because Rock's a fucking prima donna and he tried to fucking control every single fucking movie that he's in.
I am a girl who loves my island, and the girl who loves the sea. It calls me.
It looks like AI. I don't know why. I've just been watching too much like AI stuff, but that looks like.
Honestly, I thought it was still animated for a second.
Well, I mean, Moana looks good. That's why, like, Moana the movie looks good.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Rock
Moana's
is
a good movie too, man. It's like that's gonna be in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah,
I fully expect Moana's gonna be in Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, 100%. But like the idea of returning a heart and all that bullshit, an island and all that, and wanting to leave the island, like, come the fuck on. The Moana just is Kingdom Hearts fucking 1.
See, Zootopia is gonna be in the series eventually. I just don't know about 4.
Yeah, I still have content.
But Moana,
it's literally what it looks like.
I'm telling you, Moana is gonna be a lock for Kingdom Hearts 4.
100%. See, Rock is just too old to be Maui. Maui in the movie gave off the impression he was like 20 or something, or like he was young.
Now, we'll say, for the most part, this does look pretty good.
Yeah. He's gonna be he'll probably be like fucking CG or something. Because The Rock ain't even that big no more. You've seen him; he's like skinny now.
Yeah, I know. He's starting to show his age.
And I just it's just not gonna be. Well, I mean, we'll see. I'm not the biggest Moana fan in the world, but I'm willing to be like, yeah, give it a shot. There's also this. Kristen Bell, Idina Menzel, and Josh Gad have all signed deals to earn over $60 million each to return for Frozen 3 and Frozen 4, one of the biggest deals in animation history.
Dag gum. Yeah, they're riding this gravy train until it can't produce no more gravy, dude.
They are milking this for all it's fucking worth. And really, when you think about it, all Frozen was meant to do was to hide the fact that Walt Disney's head is frozen. So when you look up Walt Disney Frozen, what comes up, Jesker?
Elsa, Olaf, Anna, Kristoff.
Find out about Walt Disney's frozen head until it's too late. So Walt Disney comes out. He's like, it's time.
It's time for me to return, boys and girls.
It is time, my son. But yeah, so also people pointed out that apparently Frozen is a ripoff of Wicked. And I can see it in a lot of ways. I won't lie.
I guess in terms of having like a magical girl that like gets scorned and hated because
played by Idina Menzel.
I guess, but there's really no Glinda parallel there.
Anna's kind of the Glinda.
Yeah, well, but she's not like going along to promote like this,
like they
false
both suck.
like this false regime or anything like you see Glinda doing with the wizard and stuff. Like,
yeah, I mean it's not like a direct, but I definitely someone put Dina Menzel's version of No Good Deed with clips from like Elsa escaping into like Let It Go basically, and it fits really well. Like it's like, oh man.
I mean, that I think that's a stretch. I really think that's a stretch.
I don't know. I just it's a fun thing to point out, but yeah, it's $60 million each to return for Frozen 3 and Frozen 4.
I just wonder if by the time these movies come out, is the Frozen hype train, is it going to be diminished?
I don't think it ever will. I think Disney's got it locked in that no matter what, like daughters growing up, like babies born now will be fucking 3 or 4 or whatever when Frozen 3 comes out. They'll be like, 6, 7, whatever. Frozen 4, like they'll be locked in. They'll be there for it. Zootopia 2 is beat the fucking all the box office.
You know what? That's a good point.
Like Zootopia was fucking 20, like what, 15 or something? It was a long time ago.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So, if Walt comes back, all the DEI twat will be gone. No way. Walt's a big old carny. He's gonna be like, yeah, that's what the people want. Like, Walt's a carny. But speaking of Wicked, did you know that they were going to do a Wicked movie about 15 years ago or so?
That doesn't surprise me.
Who do you picture would be the guy to be like, hey, this is the guy. He can do Wicked. This is the director.
Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino, Wicked.
I'm joking.
Honestly, If he was a gritty Tarantino Wicked with no music, might go pretty hard. But you couldn't do music with Tarantino.
It wouldn't work.
How about James Cameron? Because he almost directed Wicked, but quote, couldn't find the song. I almost made Wicked back when. I really love the story. I mean, The Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite movies. This is going back 15 years. I couldn't find the song.
I could see James Cameron doing Wicked. I could have seen Steven Spielberg doing it too. You know what? I will say, for all the shit that Avatar gets sometimes, those films are very beautiful.
Yeah.
Like him doing Oz with what he like, if he was able to make Oz look as good as he does Pandora, yeah, holy shit, dude, that'd be wild.
Spielberg would be a shoe-in.
Yeah, Spielberg could do Wicked.
Really too, you're not just thinking about Avatar, you're thinking about James Cameron did Titanic. You know, like you're thinking Titanic, James Cameron.
So are we gonna have a scene of Glinda and Elphaba on the edge of Titanic with Elphaba going, "I'm queen of the world"?
No, it'd be I'm defying gravity.
I'm defying gravity. I'm gonna fall off the ship.
He says Avatar fucking sucked.
I think Avatar is overrated.
I just saw Avatar for the first time this year. Couldn't really pay attention. I could definitely see the sucking. There was sucking happening, and you know,
it's I'm not gonna say it's a bad film, but it's overrated. But the visuals are very, very stunning.
Yeah, definitely. Like I would say I would have to see Way of Water because that's obviously made more recent. I feel like that one would blow away. And I was seeing the trailers for the new one, the Fire and Ash one, which props to James for churning those the fuck out because it took him fucking 10, 12 years to make the sequel to Avatar. And then it's now like 2. And now it's like, here's the second, you know, and here's the third. I mean, like, here's the third. But another James Cameron movie, of course, is Terminator. James Cameron wants to make a new Terminator film before the modern world catches up with his ideas. Quote, "We're living in a sci-fi world. We're having to deal with problems that in the past only existed in books and films. Now we're living it for real." So really,
as a wise man once said, today's science fiction is tomorrow's science fact.
but that movie sucked, dude. I assume he's still talking about Avatar. He's better not be saying Terminator sucked. I mean, Terminator 3 sucks. Terminator 4 sucks. Terminator 5 sucks. And Terminator 6 sucks. But 1 and 2 are good. 1 and 2 are great. 1's okay. 2 is great. But yeah, it's just funny that basically what he's saying here is that AI is growing too far advanced that we can't. Like back when they were making 2 sucks, Rocky, get the
whoa.
Terminator 2 is considered one of the greatest action movies of all time.
Buddy, it's time to take you out back behind the shed and old Yeller. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta play a clip for that. Give me the fucking. What's the there?
I gotta tell you, it was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Yeah, fucking. I will debate you. It doesn't matter. It's wrong. It's by all objective fact and reason. There's no debate to be had because it's like, how do you even like fucking Terminator 2 is fucking awesome,
bro.
Terminator 1 was on Terminator 1. I didn't see it until after I've already seen like 2 like multiple times.
Listen, dude. Let me tell you something, buddy. There's no question to be posed. You're unholy. Case closed.
That's bars right there. I mean, fucking. Just
Although for one of you, the darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole. So don't keep the devil waiting.
that's straight down at the bottom. To ignore the facts. What? What? Fucking.
That's insane.
So it's okay. So you're one and done, Rocky. It's like Terminator 1. It ends there. They crushed the Terminator in the press. It's over. One and done. That's crazy. Now watch him fire back with like, you know what? Salvation's okay. I'll be like, what? I mean, Salvation is okay, but watch it again. I'll watch Terminator 2 again. Terminator 1 I've only ever seen once. But it's now it's different. Now, if you're just a horror fan, like, yeah, I like horror movies. So I didn't like Terminator 2 as much as Terminator 1. That's okay. Terminator 2 is not a horror movie. It's an action movie. I get that. You know, so, but just to be like, Terminator 2 sucks. 2 sucks. That's wild. That's wild, bro.
I ain't
Anyway.
never heard a more stupid opinion in all my fucking
No, it's not
life.
stupid. It's just, it's wild. Just like to see the world through Rocky McCobb's eyes. Interesting. To watch Terminator 2. Don't look at Terminator 2 through your eyes. Look at it through Rocky's eyes.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm good.
So anyway, pinned to the top of the chat is the Ask Us Anything. You can throw any question that you want in the chat. No, so far, we only have just one. And once again, asking a question, but never showing up in the chat, even though we were going live at the time, was Cosmic Vader, who said, how much uwu could an uwu uwooed if an uwu could uwooed?
70.
I like Aliens, though I prefer Alien. Haven't seen any of the Alien movies, I'll be honest. I get
That-
confused.
So that's tough. Alien is a straight up horror film. Aliens is more of an action film. They're both really good, and it's really hard to pick. It just depends what you're in the mood for.
Son of Watt is correct. I like Deathstroke the Terminator. Yeah. Deathstroke the Terminator also. He says, okay, that is weird. Both are great. Assuming the okay, that is weird was about Cosmic Vader's question. That's Cosmic Vader. What are you gonna do? So no questions besides that one. That's all right. Let me end the Q&A. Hell yeah, Deathstrokes is Rocky. Then finally we have our poll here. Is a Super Friends titled movie a good idea? And with 7 votes, 57% say no, 43% say yes. So as decided now, James Gunn is forever unable to make that movie titled that way because we have ended that permanently. Super Friends titled movie. It's not a good idea.
Down with democracy. Let us return to monarchy. All hell, King Gunn.
So, but the Jesker, though, that just proves you were wrong, though. But
yeah, no, look, if democracy doesn't give me the results I desire, I will overthrow it and replace it with a monarchy.
I love democracy.
I love democracy. I love the republic.
Republic.
Sorry, I got something caught in my throat. I mean, it's amazing that he could keep a straight face saying that. I love democracy.
Yeah.
I love the republic. It's like, the fuck you do, dude, motherfucker.
Anyway, Deathstroke. That is correct. Deathstroke. Anyway, that I think will be. I'm cool with people. I'm cool with people agreeing with me. Yeah, I mean, he's the only person in the world that thinks Terminator 2 sucks. But you know, if he finds anybody else, you know, that's okay. Good thing Snowman's not. Knowing Snowman though, if he was here, he'd be like, "That's wild," but I could kind of see that. And then, so anyway, that's the end of our show. Thank you, everyone in the chat, for being here. I'm the only guy, says Rocky. Rocky was here. Swan was here. Son of Watt was here. Baki was here. I'll see if I can find him. Baki was here. And Moo Buckaroo, of course, was here, tipping $35. Way too generous at Moo Buckaroo. Believe, yeah, we had a very active chat between Rocky and Son of Watt. Very active chat here tonight. Just double checking that I do get everyone. We like to acknowledge everyone for being here. And Jamie, of course, was here as well. Sleeping Psychopathy. Yep, that's the... Oh, and Victor Lore Seeker was here very early on. So, anyway. Thank you, Jesker, for being here. We'll be back next week. You're going to be doing your show. You're streaming again Tuesday or Thursday?
Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Let me go ahead and put the link in the chat. There you go.
Drop it in there.
Boom. Go check it out. 8 p.m. tomorrow. We're doing Hollow Bastion. It's going to be all Hollow Bastion, all stream tomorrow, because it takes a while to get through Hollow Bastion. It's a long ass part of the game.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to Cynic's channel to watch more Jesker and more Cynic, and sometimes see me in the chat sometimes. If you don't want your drama free like we have on here, find your drama over there. And yes, I will be back, like I said, next week for one more episode before I have to take another break, which will suck. But we'll also be doing the Game Awards as well when that goes live. That's the week. It's next Thursday. I think the 11th. I think I said it's either the... I don't think it's the 18th. I think it's the 11th. Next Thursday. Won't be able to do a Wednesday or Thursday on the 17th or 18th. But we will hopefully be back for a Christmas WoW Wednesday. If not, definitely a Christmas Thursday on the 25th. But also, yes, Beefy Bites was here as well. Thank you for reminding. Same word time, same word channel. Exactly. So thank you all for coming, and I will play the outro.